So Baba Bidhi Chand ji was a great Gursikh from the time of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj to the time of Satguru Sri Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji Maharaj. When we talk about great Gursikhs, we mention in our Itihas those saints, those warriors, and those benefactors, those sadhus who give their life up in Paropkar. Paropkar means, Par means for someone else. Up means when you go near to someone. And Kar means that you resolve their tasks. So you do tasks for other people by being near them. Sometimes physically, in our history, Gursikhs have done ardasa from another place and somebody else's karaj has been resolved. That is the greatness of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj's Gursikhi, that he can bless the spiritual avastha to someone who can be very far away for the target of the ardas but still resolve their issues. But certain people in this world come for paropkar. Certain individuals come into this dharti, onto this world, onto this earth, just to do good for others. And they have already a treasure chest of kamai or spirituality built up. They have a khajana of naam, bani, seva, selfless sacrifice already built up in previous janams. And on the basis of that bakshish, they then give to the sangat. They can help others. That is the power of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj Gursikhi. Janam maran dohu meh nahi, jan paropkari aaye. These people are beyond birth and death, i.e. the fear of birth, the fear of death doesn't even come near to them. And they are the humble servants of Vaheguru who come to do good tasks, selfless deeds for everyone else, for their tasks to be resolved. Baba Bidhi Chand ji was born in the village China in the year 1636 Bikrmi or 1579 in the normal calendar, on the 13th day of the Vasak month. Even to this day, on the 13th of Vasak, a massive Jod Mela is held at Sur Singh in remembrance of Babaji's coming into this world. Who were Baba Bidhi Chand ji China? With your blessings, we'll be able to explain a little bit of their childhood and also a little bit of how they came into Gursikhi and what karname, what great deeds they did in the hazuri of our great Gurus, Tan Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, Tan Sheme Padshah Guru Har Gobind Sahib Ji. Babaji was born in the village China. Their father's name was Baba Devaji, who had a great storehouse of kamai built up from previous janams as well, to have such a great warrior saint born into their family. Their mata's name was Mata Sambali ji. When we look at the names of Baba Bidhi Chand ji, you can see a great foundation already being laid for the qualities or the personality of Baba Bidhi Chand ji. Deva, Baba Deva ji, the word Deva means a king of Devte or a Devta, an angelic being. Somebody who has a great storehouse of spirituality. And we know that those qualities were passed on to their son, Baba Bidhi Chand ji. And then you have Mata Sambali ji. Sambal means someone who's controlled, who's stable, who's able to keep their focus and not waver. And it's no coincidence that Baba Bidhi Chand ji, when he was asked by Sheme Pacha Ji towards the blessing moment, when that moment came when Guru Har Gobind Ji was going to bless Baba Bidhi Chand Ji with the boon that you are forever my heart. No Gursikh in Itihas, in our history, has ever been blessed that boon, that you are my Sina. Bidhi Chand China, Guru Ka Sina. You are my heart, my heartbeat. That's what it translates to literally. We can also say chest, but really the endearing love that Guru Har Gobind Ji had with Baba Bidhi Chand Ji. We'll be sharing those thoughts in today's Katha. So Baba Deva Ji, the Lord of angelic beings, and then on this side, their mother Mata Sambali Ji, somebody who didn't waver, who was totally focused. And from her pavan and pure and blessed womb came this great saint soldier, Baba Bidhi Chand Ji. When we look at the name of Bidhi Chand, Baba Bidhi means method, means someone who has all devices, the master of all devices. And we can also see that in his and Babaji's Itihas as well, how they had every single device and used every single inch of their mental intellect, placed it before the Guru, and did those tasks for the Guru that no one else could have done in the Sikh Itihas, in the Sikh family at that time. Chand also means great. When we say Mira Chand Puttar, or when we say the moon, Chand also means the moon, but Chand also means that you are my greatest son, you are my Ladla, the most beloved son. And then Chand, the moon itself. When we look at it from Itihasak Pak, Babaji's Jeevan, it was basically like the full moon of Purnamashi. The full moon of Purnamashi, when it is in the sky, you can also see the stars sparkling in the midst of the sky. But the full moon gives radiance, it gives calmness. The full moon is a metaphor in Gurbani in many places for Gyan. So Baba Bidhi Chand Ji was not also a great son of Guru Har Gobind Ji Maharaj. He was not also the beloved son of Guru Har Gobind Ji Maharaj. He was also a Gursikh who showered Gyan upon other Gursikhs. He was also a Gursikh by whose darshan other Gursikhs would become Nihal. They would become blessed. And then Baba Bidhi Chand Ji, if you look at it in the midst, like the Purnamashi moon, in the midst of all the stars are like the Sangat, the Gursikhs in the Sangat. They are also sparkling as well. And they reflect the Nahal, the blessings that Guru Har Gobind Ji Maharaj is giving to Baba Bidhi Chand Ji are reflecting onto the Sangat and vice versa. Such is the greatest company of being in Satguru Ji Maharaj's presence, that he has the ability to transform individuals just like that. There's 4 types of Sangat, 4 types of association that we can have in our lives. The first type of Sangat is what we call Sat Sangat. Sat Sangat is similar to what Bhai Sahib was just doing now on the Kirtan, on the Vaja. Through the Kirtan, they were singing the praises of Akal Purkh Vaheguru. Well, how do we recognize the Sangat? Sat Sangat kaisi janiya, jithe eko naam vakhaniya. Sat Sangat is the place where Parmeshar's Naam is being sung at all times. The one name of Akal Purkh Vaheguru is being recited at all times. That is Sat Sangat, the true association. And this type of Sangat has got a philosopher's stone type effect. A philosopher's stone mythically is known to transform even slag metal, the most unworthy, the most price, it's got no price on it, it's got no worth, has no use, that slag metal. but it turns it into gold if it's touched. Similarly, when a person's lifestyle is so down and deteriorated, there's no kind of inch of bliss. Everywhere we turn, there's sadness in our lives, or there's some sort of there's some sort of sorrow that we don't understand, or even there's some questions in our mind that we don't have resolved. Coming into the Guru is like the Para stone. Just by touching this Guru, just by sitting in the presence of Guruji, he will transform our mentalities into gold and our actions into gold. So Sat Sangat is that type of place where these miracles happen. Then you also have Sangat. Sangat means Pali Prakar, freedom or liberation. So Sangat means that in this company, this association of Akal Purkh Vaheguru, there will definitely be liberation. Sangat is a place where you come and you will definitely be liberated, whether that is through the obstacles that are appearing in your spiritual advancement, whether that is a physical need that we have, a job or a car or a son or a daughter, whatever needs, whatever obstacles are appearing, they're all resolved in the company of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. Pali Prakar, freedom, liberation in all ways. Then you have what we call Sadh Sangat. Sadh Sangat is when you get into the company of those individuals who don't have any Mari Varshan. They've controlled all their senses. Their eyes are focused on achieving oneness with God. Their ears only, they don't listen to slander. They only listen to the praise of Akal Purkh Vaheguru. Their tongue doesn't spend its time wasting doing gossip, but instead it praises the Lord. Their hands are always continuously doing seva or blessing others. Their feet are always going to the places where Guruji's praise is happening. So those sadhs, those people who have made their jivans, they have controlled their jivans in such a way, are called sadhs, sadhus. And when you're in the company of those kind of individuals, then Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Mohankar, lust, anger, greed, attachment, ego, and all those 5 devils that are always continuously biting at us, continuously, they have got no place to stand. It's almost as if you've got a really dirty dish in this country, if you can't wash the dish, you leave it in a little bit of fairy and water for a bit of time, and that grime then suddenly gets lifted. It's almost as if when you come into the company of those kind of individuals, those sadhs, whose Bani is in Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj as well, and whom we matha take to, the Bhagats, those kind of individuals, those Mahapurkhs that Maharaj always talks about, then Kam, Krodh, Mohankar, just like the grime on that dish, can't stand anymore. It gets loosened and freed. And then when you're in the company of those sadhus and start to Naam Jap, then that dust, that grime is completely eradicated. Then there's one type of Sangat that we should try to avoid, and that is what we call Kusangat. The nishani of Kusangat is that you will start to gossip, you will stop reciting the name of Vaheguru, you will stop going to Gurdwara Sahib, going Sangat, you will stop doing seva with your hands, your mind will be continuously focused on Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Mohankar. Your mind will always be imbued in those 5 things. That is the nishani of Kusangat. That's why great Gursikhs like Bhai Gurdas Ji, that's why great Gursikhs like Baba Bidhi Chand Ji, they remained in the company of Guruji at all times, because they knew the value of it. In fact, Bhai Gurdas Ji even says that at least twice a day we should do Sangat. That's difficult for us, even in our own workplaces and our homes. Once a day at least. If we work towards that nishana, that's where Gursikhi is completed. When you're always in the presence of Satguru Maharaj. Always. And Maharaj can bless us those moments as well. Sometimes people like Bhai Gonda Ji and Itihas were sitting in Afghanistan, They're remembering Guruji, Guru Haraj Ji Maharaj from another country. Yet they only got darshan of Guruji after 6 months or after a long period of time. We're very fortunate that in this country that we get it regularly. If Guruji does bakshish, he can make anything happen. He can keep that presence in our minds. But to start it off, even great Gursikhs like Bhai Gondaji spent their time in the vicinity of Guruji. So it's important to spend as much time as we can in satsang, like you have shown Prem today, to get darshan of these Pavan Shastra of Satguru Guru Har Gobind Ji Maharaj and Baba Bidhi Chand Ji. You've got that prem and that love. Normally people on bank holidays would be out holidaying or going elsewhere. But because of your prem, the prem that you have in your hearts for Tan Guru Har Gobind Ji Maharaj, you are in his presence. And don't take this for granted either, because we've been brought here. We shouldn't think that we're going to see darshan. We've been brought here by Satguru Guru Har Gobind Ji Maharaj, because we don't know how many janams of lifetimes we've had darshan of Maharaj before. Maybe we're lucky to be in this vicinity again. We should take advantage of it. Why did I talk about these 4 types of sangat? When Baba Bidhi Chand Ji was growing up as a young child, he had that inward bent. He had that thought, that introspectiveness. He had that spiritual kind of focus, even that bent. It was still there, but it was quite young. It was fledgling. It needed something, some cause. It needed some method to ujagrate, to make it come forth. Just like we have a diva. Diva ain't going to light on its own, is it? You need a wick. You need to put tail in it. You need to put oil in the diva. You need to put a wick there, cotton wool, batti if you want to put it that way, and then you add the flame. So similarly, Baba Bidhi Chand Ji's wick was possibly there. The barag was soon to come, but the jyot was going to be lit by the Guru himself. And these things were going to fall into place over time. But before that was going to happen, Babaji, for certain reasons, went to their Nanka Pind. Their Nanka Pind was near Chola Sahib Sarhali. And Babaji, when he went there as a child, he grew up there, he stayed there for some time, and he got into the sangat of people who were thieves. People who weren't perhaps the greatest effect on Babaji's. It's not the fact that Baba Bidhi Chand Ji was a thief himself or any way like that. We have plenty of examples in Itihas where people who are cannibals, people who have fallen jivans, have suddenly transformed and made into saints in one go by Guru Sahib. That's beyond the point. What we can take from Babaji Jivan, we can't slander their Jivan, we can take from their Jivan that perhaps in our lives we've been thieves as well. Perhaps we're thieves right now. Perhaps we're doing choriyan right now. But this Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, we might even be in the vicinity, in the presence of Guruji, yet that connection still hasn't been made and the chori is still continuing. The fact is that Babaji, when he got into the sangat of these kusangis, when he got into the association of these people, that bahana of coming into the marag of Gursikhi began to develop. They got into the habit of doing chori. If you think of it this way, you just need a little bit of jag in a little bit of warm dud, and that jag will spread and make yogurt. Similarly, a little bit of kasangat can have a big effect. A little bit of kasangat, we might be thinking, this is okay, it's not having that much of effect, but a little bit of it might start to develop and it becomes a regular routine, and suddenly, before you know it, we're falling in that pit. Some of us might have come out of that pit and kind of associate with that, can relate to that. What happened was, when Babaji went into these bad habits, they came through to that incident where the wick was there, the diva was just sitting there, and it was being disregarded. However, because of their purble bakshishan, because of the kamaiya of their mother and father, Baba Devaji, Mata Sambali Ji, Everything was about to come together. Babaji went into a village and stole some cattle. And this cattle, the color of the cattle was black. And he led them towards the area. In that area of Sarhali Chola Sahib, there was a great Gursikh who had been given the duty by Panjveं Paatshah Dhan Satguru Sri Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. And this great Gursikh's name was Baba Adli Ji. Baba Adli Ji had been given a Pracharak duty by Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. They had been given the duty to share Naam and Paropkar with individuals in that area. Every Mahapurkh, every great soul has got a duty given to them by Parmeshwar God in that area to look after the Naam and Bani and the concerns of the Sikh Sangat. Like Baba Manjji did Seva Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. They went to Kangamai Pind and all that area, and they did Prachar of Gursikhi there. Like Gursikhs, like Bhai Gonda Ji, like Bhai Gurdas, he went to Agra and Adik and so on. People who were blessed by Gursikhi and then given Pracharak duties in different places. Baba Adli Ji was well known in that area for doing Paropkar and the Sikh Sangat. And as Baba Bidhi Chand Ji took this cattle before they had come into Gursikhi, the cattle was following them, and there are people behind from the village whose cattle have been stolen. They are also searching and giving chase, trying to find out where the hooves of the cattle were going. Baba Bidhi Chand Ji thinks and he sees Baba Adli Ji's dera. Beside the dera there was a little lake, and Baba Bidhi Chand Ji put the cattle into the lake, trying to hide their chori, what they've stolen basically. And they themselves went into the dera where Baba Adli Ji was sitting, remembering Vaheguru Parmeshwar God. When they saw Baba Adli Ji opened their eyes and saw Baba Bidhi Chand Ji there. And he looked through him and saw the bakshisha, the greatness that this person was going to receive, because Mahapurushs have that ability. They saw right through this individual. And they saw that this Gursikh was going to be bestowed the greatest blessings by Sheme Paatshah Ji and being blessed by Guru Arjan Dev Ji. And they said to him, Baba Bidhi Chand Ji did Benti, please save me. I've stolen these cattle. The people are behind me, giving chase to me. I've got nowhere else to go. What can I do? And Baba Adli Ji said, sit down, close your eyes, and focus your minds on Tan Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj's Pavan Charan, their beloved feet. Their beloved feet for us, visually, is their feet. But with our sound, with the sound that's vested inside of us, is the feet of Guruji, is Guruji's Shabd itself. So Baba Adli Ji instructed Baba Bidhi Chand Ji, indirectly, he got the blessing of reciting the name of God through a Gursikh, a respected and blessed Gursikh of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. Baba Adli Ji sat and Baba Bidhi Chand Ji sat. And as the villagers came, they came searching, looking at the footprints of the cattle. The cattle have been put into this river, into this lake. When they looked at the lake, the bakshish that Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj had been already done. They saw the ardas of Baba Adli Ji being completed through Baba Bidhi Chand Ji. Bidhi Chand Ji focusing on the feet of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj through the power of Baba Adli Ji, and the color of the cattle changed from black to a brownish color. The villagers didn't see the cattle as black, they saw the cattle as brown, like a greyish, brownish color. And then they came into the dera because they were confused. They knew that Baba Adli Ji was a respected Gursikh, so they come into the dera and they say, Baba Ji, our cattle has been stolen. Look at the kirpa, look at the blessings. Even in the company of a Saad, even in the company of a Gursikh, a blessed Gursikh like Bhai Adli Ji, Baba Bidhi Chand Ji's actions are nowhere to be seen. He is a society of saints, he's a Saad Sangat at that time. Like we come into the company of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, whenever anyone refers to Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj's Sangat, we say Sadh Sangat Ji. We don't say Thief Sangat Ji. We don't say Kami Sangat Ji. We don't say lustful Sangat. We don't say angry Sangat. We say Sadh Sangat. Look at the kirpa that Maharaj blesses just by coming into the court of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. They didn't focus on Baba Bidhi Chand Ji. They looked at Baba Adli Ji and they said, Baba Ji, the cattle have gone into the lake, but they're not our cattle. Have you seen our black cattle? Have you seen them? And then Baba Adli Ji replied back, I've only seen what you have seen. He wasn't going to lie. He said, I've only seen what you've seen. Because they looked at the cattle and Baba Ji looked at the cattle. The villagers left. They say, Sathit Bachchan Ji, it must be a mistake. We'll find the thief elsewhere. And they disappeared. And that was the start of the wick. The wick had begun. The Bairag suddenly developed. What happens when you come into the company of Mahapurkh? Even if a person has existing kamai from previous janam, what happens, what tends to happen, or even in the company of Guruji, that pichla kamai that's banked up, it's suddenly brought forth and added to the kamai that you're doing in this janam like that. And when that happens, Bhauti Maharaj di bakshish ho jandi hai. Blessings happen completely. Because we don't have vision of what we've done in the past. When that happened, the previous kamais of Baba Bidhi Chand Ji, the parents, everything, all of it fell into place. Babaji's Bairag suddenly developed. And he turned to Baba Adli Ji, fell in that charan, and he said, please make me your disciple, your follower. And as a true great Gursikh, like Baba Adli Ji would do, he said, you focused on the feet of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. He is our Guru. You need to become his Gursikh. Your blessings are vested in his feet. Your bakshisha and the bank account that has been banked up before, and what this Bairag that you've developed all of a sudden now, all of that is going to come together and your blessings are going to be bestowed upon you. But you need to go to the company of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj to get those blessings. Then it said that Baba Bidhi Chand Ji and Bhai Adli Ji, both of them travelled together to see Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj at Sri Harmandir Sahib. When they got there, they did darshan of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. As they sat in the Sangat, they gave that Yatha Shakt, they put their Maya into the Charan of Maharaj, and then they sat. And then Baba Adli Ji did Beinti. He said, this Gursikh, this person wants to become your Gursikh. The blessing was blessed. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj gave them Charan Amrita. I will say Charan Pahol. In the old days, when a discipleship was to be given to a Gursikh, before Khanda Bhatta, the Amrit, before the establishment of Vaisakhi 1699, Charan Amrit was given when 5 Gursikhs, even at that time, great Gursikhs would bring Jal. Sache Pasha Maharaj's feet would go into the water, their toe, and then they would drink the water and become the disciple. But obviously that Maryada changed at the time of Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj, and that is going to continue. We're going to be very fortunate that Baba Ji, Baba Avtar Singh Ji and the Jatha are going to be doing Amrit Sanchar, Panj Pyare in the roop of Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj in the company of Tan. Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj will be Shikayin Amrit on the 14th of May in Leeds. And I'll give you more instructions or beintiyan about that towards the end of the Katha. So what happened was Baba Bidhi Chand Ji fell in the Charan of Maharaj, became a Gursikh of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, and he obtained the blessings. And the blessings that Guru Arjan Dev Ji bestowed were recite Bani, do Seva, and Seva and Parapkar on the Sangat as much as you can. And Babaji did just that. They spent their time in the vicinity of Tan Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, serving the Sangat. We know from our Itihas that even before they came into the sanctuary of Sheme Pacha Ji Maharaj, before the Gurgadi, that when Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj was about to give Shahidi Jyoti Jot Smana Karna si, when they were about to travel to Lahore, they called all the great Gursikhs, who were the most respected Gursikhs, together into the Kotha Sahib, near Sri Harmandir Sahib. In Sri Harmandir Sahib, Sri Akal Takht Sahib wasn't built yet. And they sat all these great Gursikhs, Bhai Gurdas Ji, Baba Buddha Ji, Bhai Langaha Ji Adik, Bhai Parana Ji, Bhai Jetha Ji, Baba Bidhi Chand Ji. They sat them down and they said to them that we're going to bless the Gurgadi to Sheme Pasha, Guru Har Gobind Ji, our son. And it's in your dekh-rekh that this is all going to happen. In the vicinity of those great Gursikhs, those blessings of the Guruship were bestowed on Sheme Pasha, Miri Piri de Malik, Tan Guru Har Gobind Ji Maharaj, the bearer of the swords of spiritual and temporal power. So Baba Bidhi Chand Ji, even at the time of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, was already a great Gursikh through the seva of the Sangat. Langar di seva karni Sangat di. They used to do seva of every Gursikh Sangat, and the Sangat would respect him as well. And how much more esteemed could they have been? Those 5 Gursikhs that were chosen to accompany Guru Arjan Dev Ji, the 5th Guru, to the home of Chandu, to the place of Jahangir, before their Shahada, before they left this world. The 5 Gursikhs who accompanied Guru Arjan Dev Ji, one of those Gursikhs was Baba Bidhi Chand Ji. And Bhai Parana Ji, Bhai Langaha Ji, Bhai Jetha Ji Yadak. These great Bhai Pera Ji as well. These great Gursikhs went with Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj to Lahore, and in front of their eyes, our Itihas says that Baba Bidhi Chand Ji, Bhai Jetha Ji Yadak, was saying to Maharaj, Maharaj, let us do something, when they were incarcerated, watching Chandu, who had imprisoned Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj and was doing the tasih of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, torturing Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. They saw it in front of their own eyes, Baba Bidhi Chand Ji. That much esteemed, that much berag. In our Itihas it says that when they were torturing Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, when Tan Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj was having hot sand poured onto their pavan seas, or when they were made to stand all day long in the hot weather, or when they were boiled alive in a cauldron, when all this year were happening, that Babaji were banging against the walls, trying to break out the ropes and saying, Maharaj, let us do these guys in. Let us kill Chandu. We can't bear this. We can't bear this torture that you are taking upon yourself. But Maharaj kept on showing these Kautak. Sometimes the head of the yogis, Gorakhnath, and all the other yogis spiritually would come and say, we can turn this world upside down, Maharaj. Why are you giving you Shahidi? And Maharaj said, you shouldn't have a man of your age. He's giving them lessons in the middle of the night. During the day, torture. In the middle of the night, lessons to all these spiritual souls. Sai Miyan Mir just saying, I can crush the Lahore and Delhi together in my hands. Maharaj, give me hukum. They had that much spiritual capacity. But no, Maharaj says, no, live in the will of God. Look ahead, look at all the Devte, everyone was in the hukum of Parmeshwar, God. They were astounded by the Qurbani of Tan Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, and in the company of these great esteemed Gursikhs who were watching it unfold in front of their eyes. Tan Baba Bidhi Chand Ji, Tan Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, that they give this much Qurbani in front of their beloved Sikhs. And then we know that when the Guruship had been blessed to Guru Har Gobind Ji Maharaj, that when Guru Har Gobind Ji Maharaj returned from Gwalior Kila and came with Jahangir back towards Delhi, that Chandu was then handed over to Jahangir, to Tan Guru Har Gobind Ji Maharaj by Jahangir. And when he was handed over, the persons who were responsible for handcuffing the hands behind the back of Chandu and then striking him all the way, battering them, slapping them, hitting them for the torture that they gave, was Baba Bidhi Chand Ji and Bhai Jetha Ji. Our Itihas says that. In the end, they went in Delhi, Gurdwara Sahib. Baba Buddha Ji brought all the Majha Surme with them, all of them. And they met Guru Sheme Pacha Ji, Guru Har Gobind Ji Maharaj. just outside Delhi. And at that place, the Gursikhs by Baba Bidhi Chand ji, by Jetha ji did Benti, Maharaj, where should we tie up? Where do we tie up this person who's done this karam, this pap of giving Shahidi to Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj? It was Baba ji who did the Benti. And Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj said, tie him up right at the back of the cattle, where all the cattle are kept, where the dogs have prasada, tie him up with a post. They put a chain around his neck and they stuck a stake in the ground. They tied up Chandu in the floor there. And Atihar says, all Baba Buddha Ji Surme, all the Majha Sikhs came and they gave saza to him all night. They didn't let him die though, because that bakshish was going to come later on in Lahore. They took Chandu all the way back to Lahore, and then Atahar says that the person who had been instructed by Jahangir to do the karcha, put the warm karcha of deg, the hot karcha of sand onto the head of Tan Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, the Pavan Sisu Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. Those people in Lahore had the same karcha, and they battered Chandu's stomach. They ripped it open and he got the punishment for giving torture to Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj in the vicinity of Baba Bidhi Chand Ji and Bhai Jetha Ji Adak. The same Gursikhs who saw Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj being tortured in that way, they're the ones who witnessed the end of Chandu as well. Then Babaji spent countless missions. We call him Baba Bidhi Chand Ji. Bidhi. Bidhi means method. When all of the Gursikhs were asked by Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj that the Afghanistan Sangat have bought Gulbag and Darbag Kode, the horses have been stolen, or when the Dushale, the Pavan clothing of Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj, which was being offered to Guruji by the Sikh Sangat, had been stolen, which Gursikh would step up each time and bring them back with disguises. We know the horses were brought back in disguise. Baba Bidhi Chand Ji went. First, he found out where the horses were kept. He disguised himself as a kahi, a person who would cut the grass outside the fort, the patte adak. And he was so clever because he knew that the horses would require crops to eat. So he brought those things to Guruji's horses. When the people, the Mughals, who had basically taken the horses at that time, when they needed someone to look after the dekhbal of the horses, they took on the disguised Baba Bidhi Chand Ji as the kahi, the person who would give and feed the horses, and he spent countless hours plotting how to get the horses out. And we know that after doing the seva of the horses with great love and affection, Baba Bidhi Chand Ji got promoted. He became the head of the stables because of their seva. When he became the head of the seva, then what happens? Everyone asks for a party, as you do. And then the Mughals got Paisa, got Maya. They had their little party. They went out of their heads. They left everything to Babaji. The Rasta was clear. Babaji takes one of the horses and jumps over the fort with the horse. Imagine the daringness. Imagine the affection. Imagine the faith in Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj. Imagine jumping off the top of a tower on a horse. One is, jumping off yourself, but jumping off on a horse from a tower and then having the faith that Maharaj is going to catch you on the other side. That is the blessings of Tan Guru Hargobind Ji Sahib Ji Maharaj. Brought the horse back to Sheme Pasha Ji, gets a thapda, then goes back into another mode and thinks, how am I going to get the second one back? Then goes as disguised as a horoscope person who's like an astrologer. And he calls out to the Dukhi people who've lost one horse in the fort because they were being battered by the governor. And they're saying that we're on the verges of losing our jobs because one of the horses have been lost. And Baba Bidhi Chand Ji, who's the astrologer, comes and he goes, I can tell you who took it. because I can see who's done it. And then he says, it was a Sikh of a Guru who did it. And this is how he did it. And he goes, look, he gave you, you lot had a party, didn't you? And you must have got intoxicated. And they were following him around on this foot. Yeah, we did. We had a party. And they took the horses at that time. And then Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj, blessed Gursikh, Baba Bidhi Chand Ji, in the form of an astrologer, sits on the horse, takes it to the top of the court, up at the top of the castle. He goes, this is what he did. This is how he jumped over. And he goes, by the way, my name is Baba Bidhi Chand. My name is Bidhi Chand. I'm the Sikh of Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj. And I'm taking the second horse just like I took the first. And he jumped over again. That is the greatness and the daringness of Baba Bidhi Chand Ji. Simple technique, but one that only Guruji's blessed Gursikh could have done. Then we know that after taking the Dashale, bringing back the Dashale back of Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj, on the way back, the people were following them again. And there was a patta, how like your brick kilns in India, they break and they're open. And as the people were chasing, Babaji comes up to the brick kiln. And Shevin Pasha's beloved Gursikh says to the Patyara, the person who's in charge of it, the kiln, and he says, I need to hide somewhere. And he goes, the only place that you can hide if you got that much faith in your Guru is that blazing oven. Then Baba Bidhi Chand Ji Itihas tells us that in a blazing oven, Babaji sat in the blazing oven on the faith that Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj is going to protect me. Look at that Vishwash. Yesterday, at another Gurdwara Sahib, Babaji's esteemed Gursikhs who have come to us, and we're going to hear that bachan in Punjabi very soon, Gyani Ninder Singh Ji was telling us that Babaji got a blessing, and that blessing was from Guruji. He asked for Gursikhi, and for three things in particular after all these dairy mishes were completed. And that was Naam ka Rang, Sadhu ka Sang, and Nishchay Apang. Look what he asked for. Babaji asked for, let me be dyed in the name of God at all times. Naam ka Rang. Sadhu ka Sang. Let me always be in the company of Sadhyaho individuals, Gurmukh Pyare, in your Charan Maharaj. And then Nishchay Apang. Let my focus be unwavering. Apang means unbroken. Let my faith in you. It doesn't mean give me faith. He already had that in abundance. He said, I want unbroken faith in your charan at all times. And it was that unbroken faith that they'd already showed when they sat into the oven. On this side, Babaji is sitting in the oven. And Shevin Pasha instructs the Sikhs at that time, ki jal pauna karo. They get loads of jal and pour it on themselves. So Maharaj is putting jal on themselves, water on themselves, Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj, and Babaji is sitting in the oven on the other side. That is the greatness of the love between a Gursikh and his Guru. Tana Baba Bidhi Chand Ji. Look at these great, and we're talking about one Gursikh. There were many Gursikhs like this in the company of Guruji at that time. But Tana Baba Bidhi Chand Ji was unique because the seva of the Kode enabled them to get bakshish of the seva of the Kode, because Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj instructed the five Gursikhs, Baba Jetha Ji, Purana Ji, Adak, before they left the Sarir on the river banks of Ravi, that you must instruct my son now that if these Mughals are showing us this oppression and they're using the sword against us, then you show the sword back to them. And that is the blessing that you have to tell my son. He has to create armies. He has to create a takht. And Ayatollah says that our history tells us that where Jahangir and the Mughals have said that no one can build a thada, build a pillar or a base in front of their home or make their homes high. No one is allowed to do that. No one can mount on any type of horse, especially the type of horses that come from Afghanistan because they were quite good horses. Or they couldn't wear a dastara on their head, or they couldn't wear swords. They couldn't consider themselves to be an esteemed individual. They had no authority. Their self-confidence and esteem had been crumbled down. And it is said that following the orders through these 5 Gursikhs, which included Baba Bidhi Chand ji, Dhan Shevਵੇਂ Pasha Guru Har Gobind ji constructed Sri Akal Takht Sahib, not 2 foot, but many foot taller than the throne of Delhi. And then they also adorned 2 swords. And then they also mounted horses, which Baba Bidhi Chand ji got the seva of the whole dal of Baba Bidhi Chand ji, the army, the platoon, if you want to put it that way, which was under the command of Baba Bidhi Chand ji. He was also a general. So not only he was a daring Gursikh who served the Sangat, now his role turned to the one of being a general in the armies of Guru Har Gobind Ji Maharaj. He was a blessed Gursikh. Spirituality was there, and now the soldier aspect is coming, because Shevਵੇਂ Pacha ji had instructed that everyone has to wear Siri Sahibs, Karpana from now on. And our Itihas tells us even the elderly Baba Buddha ji who did darshan of Shesh Roops of Guru Nanak Dev Ji's Jot, even they wore Siri Sahibs. And Baba Bidhi Chand ji was a general looking after all the soldiers of their platoon, all the Sikhs, all their needs, their langar pani, their prasada, all the seva of the horses. And then not only that, our Itihas also tells us that Baba Bidhi Chand ji was bestowed the greatest blessing. And the greatest blessing is that doing seva of Dhan Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. They after became the Granthi Singh of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, the head Granthi at Sri Harmandir Sahib. Baba Buddha ji, then Bhai Gurdas ji, and then Baba Bidhi Chand ji were the custodians of that title, that amazing esteemed title, doing seva of such a Guru. Baba ji also went on to write a Swaroop of Guru Granth Sahib ji, which is still in their home. When you go to Sur Singh, the Gursikhs, after Prakash of Guru Granth Sahib, after Deg and Ardas is done, they show the Shastra, which you're shortly going to see some of the Shastra that they've brought with them on the Beinti of the Singhs. Baba ji, Baba Avtar Singh ji did a massive paropkar on the Sikh Sangat of UK, that they brought the Shastra of Dhan Guru Har Gobind Ji Maharaj and the Shastra of Baba Bidhi Chand ji to England for darshan. Well, shortly, when Baba ji does Katha, we'll be able to do that darshan. Baba ji was given the duty, Baba Bidhi Chand ji was then given the duty of looking after the family. Any of the family affairs, any maya coming into the family was all entrusted onto the shoulders of Dhan Baba Bidhi Chand ji. That much esteem. That Guru Har Gobind ji, no wonder considered him the heart of the family. They wrote, Baba Bidhi Chand ji wrote a Swaroop of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj with their own hands. It is up to Bilawal Rag. And you can do Bhakt Sadhana Ji's Bani and Bilawal Rag, it's up to, and you can do darshan of it till to this day at Sur Singh. Writing Bani with their own hands was a great trait of the old Puratan Gursikhs. Most Puratan spiritual Gursikhs wrote their own Bani, which is a trend that has disappeared almost. But we should get into that again. We should start thinking about developing our own Gurkhe Sahibs and think about the Bakshishan that were developed behind it. Babaji was also bestowed the title of being a commander in the armies, and we know from Itihas that Baba Bidhi Chand ji fought with great bravery in the 4 battles of Shevਵੇਂ Pasha Guru Har Gobind Ji Maharaj. Shortly, you will be doing darshan of the very sword that Baba Bidhi Chand ji did darshan of, was bestowed the blessing which they used in each of those 4 jungs. We'll be able to see darshan of those. Babaji, in the end, after doing so much seva of Babaji's spiritual capacity, let's just talk and reflect on that a moment. Babaji went to a place which was a jungle type area. And in this jungle type area, they lived a Muslim fakir. His name was Sundar Shah. And Sundar Shah was of a very high spiritual capacity, but he had a lot of hankar, he had a lot of ego in him. He had a lot of followers, his murids were also there as well. In that area, in that orchard, there was a tree that had been dried up. There's no blossoming on it, there's no fruit, there's no vegetation on it, there was no fruit on it, there was no greenery on it. The highness of Babaji's spirituality can be seen in that the house when Babaji went and sat under that very tree. When Babaji went and sat under the tree suddenly began to blossom. Little buds began to grow again. Leaves started to develop out of it. When they saw the blossoming, the murids of this Sundar Shah ran towards him in the jungle and told him that Babaji, Shahji, this saint he's come, he looks like a very spiritual, radiant person. He's come and sat under the tree that is really broken and crooked, and suddenly that's blossomed. Come and see him. Seeing the ustati that his own sevaks were doing of this great spiritual soul, Baba Bidhi Chandji, a little bit of hankar developed in Sundar Shah. And using his spiritual capacity, what he did, he beckoned a lion to come out of the jungle. As the lion crept out of the jungle, Sundar Shah mounted the lion. He got on top of the lion and he mounts this lion and he walks on top of this lion towards the area where Baba Bidhi Chandji was sitting under the tree. And imagine the scene. It sounds a bit odd in this country that we're talking about this, I know. But in India, these kind of spiritual happenings have happened a lot with spiritual beings. It's the land of spirituality, that desh. And then what happens is, Baba Bidhi Chandji, through their spirituality, through their vastha, they see Sundar Shah is coming and they see that he's got hankar, he's got man. They knew that they had come to that area specifically to make that union again with a lost long soul. And then what happens? As the lion comes towards Baba Bidhi Chandji, Babaji comes into Biras, into warrior spirit. And as they come into warrior spirit, they hasten the Mool Mantra, they speed up the Mool Mantra and Gur Mantra Jap. And as the lion appears, Babaji opens the eyes and looks into the eyes of the lion, and the lion becomes jar, it just becomes a statue, it stands still. And the lion's not moving, and Sundar Shah's moving it forward and it's not moving anymore. He's using his kamai to push the lion forward and nothing's happening. In the end, Sundar Shah realizes that he's been defeated. That the spiritual power and that capability that had been bestowed by Guru Har Gobind Ji Maharaj for all the daring missions, all that sevava of the jungs, all the seva of the sangat, all the blessings of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj had been blessed by Guru Har Gobind Ji Maharaj, and that power was vested in Baba Bidhi Chandji, and it couldn't be moved. Sundar Shah then fell in Baba Bidhi Chandji's feet. When he falls in Baba Bidhi Chandji's charan, Babaji picks him up out of daya. And Sundar Shah asks for forgiveness for his act of hankar, ego. And Babaji forgave him. Coming into so much prem, seeing that one, his hankar had been broken, and then at the same time, this daya and this love, this affection of forgiveness, of being forgiving, of being merciful, which is the nishani of our Sheme Pasha Guru Har Gobind Ji Maharaj, our true gurus, that they do parapkar, they are merciful to everyone. Baba Sundar Shah Ji then says, I've got one request. Hukum karo, Baba Bidhi Chandji said. And Baba Sundar Shah Ji says, I do a bint. The fakir says that when I'm going to die, when I leave my body, I want to leave with you in my presence, and we leave it together, our bodies. That's what they asked for. And it is said in Tahas that getting the agya of Sheme Pasha Guru Har Gobind Ji Baba Bidhi Chandji then went and found Sundar Shah Ji, and they both left their savas together. They left for Sachkhand, just like a snake leaves its coil, its skin, just like that. Is tarah, Baba Bidhi Chand ji, in their own freedom, their own march, left their sareer like that. Baba Bidhi Chand ji's family were bestowed with that same boon. Bidhi Chand China, Guru ka Sina. The heart of Guru Har Gobind ji has beaten all the way through Sheme Pasha, Satve Pasha, Atme Pasha, Nome Pasha, up to Dasme Pasha Guru Gobind Singh ji. And that heartbeat fought valiantly in the Jodha Pangani through the form of Baba Lal Chand ji, the son of Baba Bidhi Chand ji. And it was to Baba Bidhi Chand ji's son, Baba Lal Chand ji, that the Khadag, that Tega of Baba Lal Chand ji, the Guru Har Gobind ji Maharaj's blessed one, is being, we'll see darshan of that very soon as well. Baba Lal Chand ji did seva of it with great love and esteem as well. Shemem Pasha ji's Khadag, imagine how many people's heads have gone. Imagine how many limbs have been chopped off with those Shastra. But those Shastra are not just, that's just the end of this human birth. But with that human birth, Maharaj and his Gursikhs blessed spiritual rebirth. Kalyan Kiti. Those people who died at the hands of those Shastra got liberated. Our Itihas tells us that. Sundar Shah, when he sees this lion standing Jarrup, he gets merciful. He says, Sher jira eta jad ho ke khada hoya hai. Ede ta hun kalyan karo. Baba ji kirpa karo. Sundar Shah says to Baba Bidhi Chand ji that that lion is just standing there, is stuck. And Babaji then took some of their jal from their kumjal, and they, saying Satnam Sri Vaheguru ji, splashed it onto the lion, and the lion's skin and their body fell, and from the lion came the soul and stood before Baba Bidhi Chand ji. This is our history, people. This is our history, Sangat ji. We got to realize what custodians we become when we take Guruji's Amrit. We stand on the doorstep of these great warriors and these great saints and their kamaya. We stand on the doorstep of their Gursikhi when we take Guruji's Amrit. We become a part of that history. Khande Bhatte da Amrit is going to happen on the 14th of May. Those Gurma Pyare who haven't taken Amrit yet, let's become tiyar and take Guruji's blessings and become his beloved Gursikhs. Chappertown Gurdwara leads at 10 a.m. on the 14th of May. And the 21st of May at this Gurukar as well. Amrit Bata is going to be tiyar. The lion's soul stood up and it spoke to them, because there must have been many people wondering what's going on here. The soul was the head of the Gandharvas. When all the angelic beings in the spiritual world sit and their kirtan is going on there, or the ragis sing there, the head of their ragis was basically this lion come back. A saint called Durbasha had walked past him, and Ab Hankar, this ragi, this Gandharv, the head of the Gandharv ragis, had got Hankar and said, who do you think you are, walking in front of me like that? And Durbasha Rikhi, this great saint, had turned around and said that, go and become a lion and you'll find out. You'll be liberated by the great Guru Har Gobind Ji's sixth Guru's beloved Gursikh Baba Bidhi Chand ji. So, Turon, it was already written that their soul, Baba Bidhi Chand ji, was a great esteemed soul. Exactly what Baba Adli ji saw through them when he saw that kirpa and the blessings. And then Baba Adli ji, through the blessings of Guru Arjan Dev ji and Sheme Pasha ji, Baba Bidhi Chand ji gave liberation to that Gandharva Ragi's head, and he went back to his place. That is the blessings of Guru Har Gobind Ji's great Gursikhs and his dynasty. And we are very lucky that for the first time in the UK, and I think in the Western countries here, that Baba Avtar Singh ji, from that very family, with that same boon, Bidhi Chand China, Guru Ka Sina, that heartbeat of this Sikh Panth, are going to be shortly coming to the Gurukar. And they've brought these Pavan Shastra. My Sama, is virtually up. After me, Baba Vadapag Singh Ji is going to do classical Rag Kirtan with the blessings of Baba Ji, Baba Avatar Singh Ji, and Sheme Pasha Guru Hargobind Ji, and Tan Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. After this, Gyani Ninder Singh Ji will do Katha in Punjabi for the Sikh Sangat, and then the Shastra Darshan will be shown to the Sangat as well. Baba Bidhi Chand Ji's son Baba Lal Chand Ji fought alongside Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj in Jud Pangani da Jud. And we know where this is written. This is written in Tan Sri Dasam Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj in the Bani of Bachittar Natak. Baba Lal Chand Ji's bravery and bravado in battle is explained there and described there. And Baba Lal Chand Ji, following on from them, there were great Gursikhs, Sina Basina over time. The 12th custodian of that blessing, Baba Bidhi Chand Ji, is Baba Avatar Singh Ji. Before Baba Avatar Singh Ji were Baba Daya Singh Ji, Bidhi Chandiye, and before them was Baba Son Singh Ji. Baba Son Singh Ji, Mahapurkh, Sant Baba Son Singh Ji, Brahmgyani Mahapurkh, had a great affection and love with Sant Gurbachan Singh Ji Khalsa Pindrawale. And then following on, the lineage kind of got formed and merged in love and affection that way. The amount of respect that Baba Son Singh Ji and Baba Sant Baba Gurbachan Singh Ji, Damdami Taksal, have shown to each other has been merged, it's a foundation has been laid in Sikh history. A few episodes of that prem, Baba Ji, Sant Gurbachan Singh Ji would eat very little, but when Baba Son Singh Ji would make prashade and serve langar to the Gursikhs, they would eat so many out of prem, out of love. Baba Son Singh Ji, when they were about to pass away, Sant Kartar Singh Ji came. There was a palanga where Baba Son Singh Ji, Baba Avatar Singh Ji was sharing these bachans last night in the Sangat at somebody's house in Gravesend. And Baba Son Singh Ji, when they were about to give up their sareer, they had a palanga higher where they put Sant Kartar Singh Ji were reciting Bani at the last swas. And reciting Bani, making the whole Sangha doing Vaheguru Simran as they left his body. That is the nishani of true Gursikhs. After saying Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh to the Sangha. Leaving when they want in the hukam of Parmeshwar God, Vaheguru. Because they are beyond birth and death. Baba Avatar Singh Ji, before them Baba Daya Singh Ji, the suroops that they have at their house, when you go to Sur Singh now, you can do Benti to Babaji to show the Shastra and the Vastuva of Guru Sahibs, which are sourcing at this moment. Alongside these Shastra, Babaji's Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj's Tega, Baba Bidhi Chand Ji's sword. There is also a portrait of Tan Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj. Sheme Pasha Ji was asked by Baba Bidhi Chand Ji that you look very sundar today, Maharaj. Can we please get a portrait made of you? And Maharaj agreed, and they brought a person, an artist to come, and he drew a beloved picture which is still in their house. Alongside Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj's portrait, you can also do darshan of Satve Pasha Guru Harraj Ji Maharaj's portrait. Alongside that, you also have the blessed family of Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj. Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj had an elder son called Baba Gurditta Ji. Baba Gurditta Ji's sister was Bibi Viro Ji, who later on had 5 sons who fought in the battle at Pangani alongside Baba Lal Chand Ji. So Baba Ajit Mal Ji, Sango Shah, Adik, Mari Chand, Gulab Chand, all these great Gursikhs, Ajit Mal, they fought alongside Dasme Pasha Ji at Pangani da Jod, alongside Baba Lal Chand Ji. So you see the connections that have been made. So Baba Gurditta Ji, Bibi Viro Ji, And then you have Baba Surajmal ji, Baba Ani Rai ji, Baba Atal Rai ji, and then you have Baba Tegh Bahadur ji, Guru Tegh Bahadur ji Maharaj. These were the sons and daughters of Guru Har Gobind ji Maharaj. And it is the portrait of Baba Surajmal ji di. Baba Surajmal ji's portrait is also there and you can do darshan alongside other members and portraits of Guru Har Gobind ji Maharaj's family. What an amazing treasure chest that they have there. They also have the Saroop of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, which is in Bilawal Rag, up to Bilawal Rag, up to Baba Sadhana Ji's. You might be thinking, why is it incomplete? The reason why it's not incomplete, when Baba Bidhi Chand Ji had the forna of writing Bani, Guru Har Gobind Ji was so pleased with the forna, they said, even though it's Jang Juddha Sama, you can write it. But because it's Jang Juddha Sama, then it was Jang Judd going on. Similarly, at Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj's time, when the Gursikhs did the Beinti, when that Gursikh was reciting Oankar Bani incorrectly, then what happened was the Gursikhs went and told him off at the instruction of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. He came when he came, Maharaj said, what about the hits that you were giving to Guru Nanak Dev Ji's Bani by reciting it incorrectly? Just by one la was being incorrectly recited. And then by Daya Singh Ji did Beinti to Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj. Hey Maharaj, do kirpa, blesses. We don't know the understanding of reciting Gurbani, even though they knew everything, but they did it out of Beinti and humility for the rest of the Sikh Sangat for eons to come. And then what happens? Guru Sahib said, not yet. We'll do the Santhya and recite the Gurbani of Guru Granth Sahib Ji from 1 to 18-20 at Sri Damdama Sahib when we become free from Jang Judd, from the Yuddhs, from the battles. So similarly, Sheve Pasha Ji also said that same bachan to Baba Bidhi Chand Ji that Jang Jodha Sama hai bhai. But they didn't say no to the Bani. Baba Ji still wrote that itihas and it still withers as a nishani of great Gursikhs of Baba Bidhi Chand Ji's caliber. Just an instruction about Guru Har Gobind Ji Maharaj's Jangs. When we look at their Jangs, never were they for wealth over women or wealth or over like taking over someone's land. It was always for justice, always for truth. And it was done to stand up against oppression, following the bachan of Dhan Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj at the time to these beloved Gursikhs. So when we pay respects to Shastra, how should we repay respects? You saw today very lovingly, like the Gursikh Sangat of Watford and nearby areas, when the Shastra came, we did Fulandi Varka of the Shastra. When we see the Shastra of Guru Har Gobind Ji Maharaj, we should take it that Guru Har Gobind Ji Maharaj is giving their darshan to us today. That's how we should remember and see Guru Har Gobind Ji Maharaj's bakshish, that this is Sheve Pasha himself, and alongside that, their beloved Gursikhs, Baba Bidhi Chand Ji, Brahm Gyani Gursikhs, their Vastuwa have come to give darshan to us. We are very, very vadpage. We are very, very fortunate that we're having this opportunity, blessed opportunity. Even in our homes, we should be respecting Shastras. There's nothing wrong with doing matha tek to Shastras. They are respect worthy. They are our gurus, these Shastras, alongside Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj's Bani. That's where the saint-soldier aspect comes. It's very, very important to respect our own Shastra in that way. The kakar that we wear, and if we're not wearing kakar, like we have done Beinti already, the Sanchars that are going to be at this Guru Kar on the 21st and also the 14th, Babaji's Jatha, with their blessings, are going to be doing an Amrit Sanchar in Leeds in UK for the first time. Sari Sangat nu beinti hai कि if you're not tiyar, let's make our man, let's walk onto that path of Naam ka Rang, Sadhu ka Sang, and Nishchay Apang, that be dyed in the color of Naam, in the company of Panch Pyare, in the vicinity of Dhan Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, and always ask for the saint, the Sangat of Sadhus, and have that Nishchay, that faith, that unbroken faith. We can ask that in the vicinity of Dhan Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj on the 14th of May. Inni benti Pravan Karni Ji, I've spoken for some time. I've made countless mistakes in talking about the Jivan of Baba Buddha Ji, Baba Bidhi Chand Ji, and other great Gursikhs like Baba Buddha Ji, and Tan Guru Hargobind Ji Maharaj, Tan Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj. Now, Baba Vadpag Singh Ji will do Kirtan, the respected Baba Vadpag Singh Ji. Look, they've come into Sikhi from so far. We've got Gursikhi on our doorsteps. But Baba Ji has come from a different background altogether and come into Gursikhi. The blessings of Guru Gobind Singh Sahib Ji Maharaj of being true saint soldiers are for the whole of mankind, the whole universe. And we have an example of that through Baba Ji's Kirtan. Bhula Chakan di Khema Bakshni Ji, Sari Sangat to Maafi Mangda if I made any mistakes. Deho Sajane Si Sadiyan, Jo Hove Sahib Se Umel. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.